A Pyrrhic victory is a victory that inflicts such a devastating toll on the victor that it is tantamount to defeat. Winning a Pyrrhic victory takes a heavy toll that negates any true sense of achievement or damages long term progress, which is a perfect description for a Joe Biden presidency. Now, I said I had two takes on this whole nightmare going on with Trump and Biden and all the shenanigans with the election. And this is my second take, which is what if Joe Biden legitimately wins? Trump fights every single legal battle, and Joe Biden is still the victor at the end of the day. Pyrrhic victory. You see, because when you win the presidency, you kind of want to get some other victories in there. Win some state legislatures, get some governorships. Get more seats in Congress, take the Senate. All of which did not happen. In fact, Republicans swept in everything down ballot. And this really does screw over Joe Biden's presidency, assuming he wins, of course. But let's just get right into this article with Politico. House Dems brace for more losses. Oh, Democrats had lost a net 5 seats. That could double. The House is on track to have its thinnest majority in about 2 decades next year, and it could get worse for Democrats. Speaker Nancy Pelosi has so far lost 7 incumbents in Tuesday's election, and that number could increase to about a dozen as more votes are tallied in New York, California, and Utah. That would leave Democrats with a razor-thin margin and an even more emboldened GOP minority as the party looks to govern under a potential President Joe Biden. It's worse than that. Because here's the thing about Donald Trump. They say Trump was not a unifier. That's... Brew! Hey, go. Go. But the truth is, he did unify a party. God damn it. But the truth is, he did unify every single leftist, except a couple, into absolutely hating his orange ass to an excessive degree. So you're telling me right now, the House Democrats have the thinnest majority in decades, right? And not to mention, they hate each other almost as much as they hate Donald Trump. The progressives and the corporate Democrats and whatever you want to call a moderate Democrat cannot stand each other. They blame each other for all of these losses. So now you're going to have GOP completely emboldened by what just happened. You're going to have a majority of Democrats, half of them, I'll say more than half of them corporate Democrats, right? And a smaller bunch, hardcore progressives who believe that everything they do is justified, just going at each other like crazy. The House is completely unstable under a Joe Biden presidency because nothing unifies them anymore. Democrats are projected to lose House seats but keep their majority. So remember, this was updated Saturday, November 7th, 2020, published November 5th. Democrats are set to keep their House majority but appear likely to lose seats in the 2020 election, according to NBC News projections. A handful of Democrats who flipped Republican seats in 2018 lost on Election Day. 32 House races are still uncalled. Now, to be fair, that does not mean all 32. Just a large number. They were projecting a blue wave of blue that would just wipe out All the Republicans take the Senate, expand their lead in the House, remove Republicans as a political party, even. And the exact opposite happened. But wait. It gets worse. A decade of power, state house wins position GOP to dominate redistricting. Now, I've heard the left call this gerrymandering. I've heard the right call what the left does gerrymandering. I don't care what you want to call it. Right now, the GOP gets to redistrict counties and completely destroy Democrat strongholds. I'm from California. They did it in California. They took very conservative areas, redistrict them, and made them just, kind of more bluish, more purple. In some areas, just completely destroyed their. This is a bad thing for Democrats because this is not something that gets done every 2 years, every 4 years. This is every 10 years. With this move, the GOP can pave the way for far easier elections than they've had to deal with. Everything Biden needs has been completely wiped out. Because while the Democrats focused all of their energy into attacking Donald Trump, they completely just seem to have, sorry. And for some godforsaken reason, deciding that it made sense to go after Lindsey Graham's Senate seat, funneling millions and millions of dollars just so Lindsey Graham could blow out his opponent by double fucking digits. This was the worst possible outcome for Biden. Assuming he wins, this is the worst possible outcome he can have. Now, fair warning, as of right now, there are 2 Senate races in Georgia. Democrats believe that they can flood some money into Georgia, go in there full force, and they can take those Senate seats. Are you fucking kidding me? Everybody, right? Everybody understands what happens if the Democrats take the Senate. And it's pretty damn clear by all of these elections that the people do not like the idea of Democrats taking the Senate. They don't seem to really like the idea of Democrats having power in the House either. And we'll see what happens in 2 years after the GOP redistricts all this shit. But damn, the idea that they are going to take 2 Senate seats in Georgia is fucking hilarious. Now, again, I gotta say, this is beautiful to see. But you know what's even better? House Democrats consider removing Pelosi as Speaker after disappointing election. 2 days ago. They are already pulling the knives out. They are already ready to stab each other in the back. Without the orange man, nothing unifies these god-awful people. This is the very definition of a Pyrrhic victory for Joe Biden. And again, that's assuming that he wins. Donald Trump fights his legal battle. The Supreme Court shuts Trump down, or they find that the glitches in Michigan, those all favored Biden. The Fulton County in Georgia, they kept finding ballots way late into the cycle for Biden. Their misreporting actually was that Biden got even more votes, right? Arizona, where Biden's lead has just continued to shrink with 10% more of the vote. That all turns out to be Biden supporters. All 100% of them. Then he has to deal with a Speaker of the House that may not be Pelosi. Might not be anybody that likes that decrepit old man. A Senate run by fucking Cocaine Mitch, who for a year stalled out on a Supreme Court nominee for Obama. And rampant redistricting that will last for 10 years, a full decade. This is the definition of a Pyrrhic victory for Joe Biden. And there are some people on the left who completely understand what that means, right? Chunky fucking yogurt, Cenk Uygur, the Young Turks, on Twitter. He's talking about how horrible this is because Biden's gonna feel like he has to now negotiate with the Republicans, and damn those Republicans. I swear, when I hear him fucking talk, I just get Alex Jones in my fucking head. But like, come on. The worst possible outcome for Joe Biden, assuming he's the victor, is a Senate run by Cocaine Mitch, a House completely divided with a tiny majority, and redistricting that will ensure in 2 years Congress goes right back to Republicans. And in 2 more years, you better believe if Donald Trump is not the president, you will see a right wing populist that is far more polished than Trump ever was. This is beautiful. Because look, here's the thing. Either way, I feel like I win. I feel like I win if Donald Trump goes to the courts, gets this shit, gets all these fucking shenanigans invalidated, fucking gets these fucking votes that were counted after the election, turned in after the election in Pennsylvania, completely thrown out. He wins in Pennsylvania. He wins in Georgia, which I'm telling you he's going to. He wins in Arizona, which I'm telling you he is going to. And he becomes the president again. Perfectly fine, right? I would fucking love it. I would absolutely love it. And if Biden somehow manages to be the fucking president, which I really don't think is going to happen, I still win. Because without the Orange Man unifying the Democrats, they're going to kill each other. And in 2 years, we get to just vote all these assholes out. Well, they can't do jack shit because their hands are tied by fucking Cocaine Mitch. Either way, win fucking win. But I will warn everyone right now, if you are in the state of Georgia, get your ass out there in this runoff election for these senators and ensure that you vote so that we can watch the absolute pandemonium when the left realizes just because they have the presidency doesn't mean that they're ever going to get anything that they want. It is beautiful. 2020 is the year that just keeps on fucking giving.